Oh, hey, what's crack-a-lackin'? Toxic family members, do you have them? Do you know how to handle them? We're about to talk about it. Let's get into it. But before we get into it, let's have a conversation. Most of you all have a toxic family member that you just don't know how to deal with. They come at you sideways, and because they're a little bit of a family, you give them some leadway. But that leadway can kind of build up. This is a story that recently just happened to me with my lovely little cousin, and I'm going to show you guys how to A, set a boundary, and B, think of it a little bit differently so you have a little bit empathy with the person's going through. I know if they come at you sideways, like, how can I have any empathy? But I'm going to show you how. And yes, I brought receipts. Let's get to it. Oh, I completely forgot. Hi, my name is Josh. I'm an energetic life coach. I help you reframe your thoughts, your feelings, and your words to live a more authentic life, help get you through your traumas, and get you to your goals so you can live that best life that you know deep down you want. You just don't know how to get there. That's what I do. Let's get to it. This is going to be a doozy. Here we go. All right, so I am going to give you some context to some of the family. I'm not going to go into the drama because I don't want to make this video about drama. I want to make this video about how you handle family members that you might be not too close to, but you give them a little bit of leadway. So, backdrop for this is my cousins bullied me when I was young. They left me out, whatever, it's no big deal. But as we got older, they would continue acting a certain way, and I let it all slide because I love my dad, and my dad wanted to be a part of that side of the family, and I love my dad, so I didn't want to do that. However, about 5 years ago, I lost my dad, and yeah, these chains, they gone. So now we have a different dynamic. So he came at me sideways recently, and I will show you the text messages because I think that's important. We're going to do a little breakdown of it, but more or less, I wasn't having it anymore. I set a boundary, and even though he came at me in a way, I want to kind of show you the way he came at me. And really, it's just him telling me he's just not in a good place. And it sucks. It is what it is. But that's not my problem. That's not for you to take out on me because you simply can or think you can. So I will put the receipts, the text messages in either right here, right now, or they will be at the end of the video. I'm still working on my editing skills. Bear with me. But more or less, I'm sitting on a Tuesday night. I'm decompressing. I'm reading my book, chilling, trying to figure out how to help more people to get my name out there. And I got these series of text messages. At first, I was furious. I was so mad at first that my heart was literally beating out of my chest. And then I stopped. I stopped because I was like, why am I getting mad? This person has no power over me. They have no authority. Their opinion means nothing to me. This is a reaction that I'm reacting to, and I need to calm back down. And I did. Took couple breaths and relaxed. And then I went to work because, see, I have been keeping my mouth shut for a very long time with a lot of people, and I decided to finally say, okay, I'm gonna assassinate you with words. And they're not the best thing. I'm not saying I was in the right with saying the things I was saying. I was probably in the wrong. I should have just not said anything at all. However, I was just sick and tired of this family trying to push me around. And I'm setting a boundary because I have that self worth. And I don't think it's as bad. Now, what I did was is I know what buttons to push because I am who I am and I know what to push. And I pushed them. It is what it is. Here's the thing about me that maybe people don't know, or we're just going to have a coming out party, as it were. Uh, the thing that makes me really good at my job, at the helping people, is I know the right thing to say to wake them up, or to move them a little bit out of the toxicity, or to help them brighten their day, or I know how to psychologically get in people's heads very, very easily. And I use it for good because I love helping people. But however, there are times where I can use it for bad, meaning I can find the absolute wound to hit that just sets you apart. I don't like to do this. I hate doing this because it makes me feel like I'm downgrading myself to your level. However, I do believe that self worth should let you set a point where you don't let people push you around. right? There has to be a balance. Like, okay, I can let that slide. I can't let that slide, and I have to tell you why. And that's kind of what this was. I was at the point I'm like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. He has lived a hard life. He has probably looked up to me. He has probably wanted to be me in some form or way. I don't know. You'll be able to see in the receipts, and you'll be able to make that opinion up for yourself. And we'll get to that right now. So, if my video editing went well, you saw the text messages and you got to read them. And we're going to talk about it. If you haven't, it's at the end of the video, and maybe go there, read it. I don't know. Still working that out. However, I'm going to pretend that I did do what I did. So, when you're handling a relative, the whole point of this video, right? When you're handling a relative, set your boundary. Don't go too far into the drama. That's the key. We set a boundary. Say what you want to say. Say what you want to say to that relative. Give them a chance to rebuttal, because honestly, it ain't going to matter. Doesn't matter what they say, because you don't get validation through them. You get validation through yourself, right? Exactly. So I gave him the rebuttal, and after he got his rebuttal, I slammed the door. Because anything past that rebuttal, you're going to get into more drama. Then it's just slinging back and forth, right? It's like, you're a piece of shit. You're not. It's just worthless. It's a waste of your energy and your time. But I firmly believe, set the boundary, say what you want to say. And I mean, say what you really want to say. Pull that card that's been sitting there and you're like, you are a brah. Say it. Say it. Let them rebuttal. Let them rebuttal, because whatever they say does not matter. It simply doesn't matter, because you don't value them or you don't value their opinion. And it lets them get whatever they want out. But after that, you close it off. You're like, okay, we said our piece. Peace out. And that's what I did. I blocked him immediately after that, and I never gave it a second thought. But I wanted other people to have this information, because we give so many family members so much leeway simply because of the word family. And what I have found out through over 10 years of very hard times is family is the people that show up for you. It's not a word. I'm sorry if that hits hard, but family is the people that show up for you when things are hard. Family is not someone that just sends you a postcard and says, Merry Christmas. That's not family. I had to rebuild my family because I lost it all. And I love my family now. I truly, truly do. They know who they are. Don't get me upset. But that's not why we're here. So now you got an idea. Say your piece. Have them say your piece. Cool, peace out. Conversation's over. Anything more than that, you're feeding the drama. Because here's really the thing. Here's the thing. You don't have to take anything from anyone at any time. Not your mom, not your dad, not your sisters, not your brothers, not anyone. Having self-worth and self-respect means that if you have crossed a line that I am not comfortable with, I get to tell you. And if you are truly family, you will receive that in a way that you will adjust accordingly. And if they don't adjust accordingly, then they don't really care. And then they're really not family. So then what does it matter? Don't keep that stuff inside. If you have something to say, say it. Have conversations. Have hard conversations with your parents. Have hard conversations. Parents still try to parent you when you're in your 40s or 50s. No. It's time we change these toxic traits that have been passed down from generation to generation only because simply they're family. It's not acceptable anymore. Either love me for who I am or go. Or say, I can't do that. I can love you this far, and at least we know where we stand. All right, so let's put a little bow on this video, shall we? Glasses got to go back on. So first things first, if my cousin ever sees this, I'm sorry that you're in a bad place. I'm sorry that you were in such a bad place that you had to take it out on someone. However, I'm okay you took it out on me, because I can take it, and I don't care. For the people that are still watching this video, I appreciate you. And I hope you took away something that you can use with your own family. That way you can start setting more healthy boundaries within family so you guys can have a better relationship. Like, it's really is what it comes down to. Hard conversations make for better relationships. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Send this video out to as many people as you can. If you got a family member, be like, hey, we need to talk. Check it out. More stories to come, guys. Like I said, I am a vast amount of stories that's happened in my life, and this is just a prime example on a typical Tuesday living in Josh's world. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.